Let's talk about it. I completely ate shit on my H2, which it's only about $3,500 for the parts to get it up and going again. But I thought I'd do something nice for myself in the meantime. Thought it was something to do. Yeah, guys, it's been an experience. Also, I had this on. Wanted to show you what it looks like with the fucking 60 drum. Gorgeous. Got an AK reload on it. No tack reload on this. Gorgeous. Okay. So what the fuck happened? To summarize, I guess the best way to kind of explain it genuinely is getting knocked out by a fucking turkey. Not a turkey vulture, turkey. So this is my helmet. And once again, I totally agree. Spend good money. This thing's only $120 at the time of the accident. But yeah, no. This thing, it's not the clip that gave way or any of that. I ended up having it in my first helmet, and with the GoPro setups and everything else, I had invested into it. In this, I had some GoPro remote batteries and other things that I've incorporated into the motorcycle, or into my helmet, I should say, rather. And I felt invested in it. It was one size too big. It was my first helmet. I'd recommend going to try it on your helmets wherever you go. But no, the modular didn't give way. A lot of things didn't give way. It was the fact that when I got hit by the buzzard, hit by this bird, it knocked my head back, undid my clip, or sorry, it slid the fucking, the clipped, what is it called? The clip portion out from under my chin. And that's a lack of fit, as well as the fact that if it wasn't fitting my head properly, there was also on my chin a good amount of play. It's important to fucking make sure your shit fits, because this thing would have been great if it was on my head, but it wasn't. So, thank God I still have my head. To kind of explain to you guys, also, shout out to the new helmet. So before the crash, I will say, this is the Stage 2 CBR RRR. The pirate bike, as some people refer to it, SP. It is a really, really fun bike. It's 100 pounds lighter than the H2, and it feels like a 600. My first bike was actually a Fireblade. So it's only right that I circled back and made it happen again. So, new helmet setup and everything else. Really, I'm appreciating the audio that I'm getting out of a separate Tascam setup. But hey, so let's talk about this accident. And also, taking this off the motorcycle might be the best, so I can lean and I can show you guys. So, I was riding. We were coming through a corner, basically. I was hitting my apex, I was cruising through, so I'm entering this corner, I'm through it, and once I was on the exit after I left the apex and I'm on my way out, I'm hanging, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Well, what ended up happening is when I leaned over, a turkey hit me in the fucking face. The last thing I remember was seeing a pack of 3 of them. Thought I made it through. I didn't make it through, guys. Now we know. Hindsight 2020. So I ended up hitting this thing while I was leaned off my motorcycle. And so I'm leaned off the bike, cruising, accelerating out, going about 120 upon impact. So going 120 miles per hour, I face planted into a fucking turkey.
Getting wheeled out. But I do want to let you guys know I am okay. That's my H2. I couldn't even get touched though.
Thank God my neck's all right. Trust me, I definitely have some lasting effects from this accident. We're coming up on about, 3.5 month anniversary, so about 4 months. The H2, as I said before, $3,500 with parts. She'll be back up and going. And yeah, so when I leaned over, once again, went through the beginning of the corner, hit my apex. Once I apexed, cruising out, still hanging off the bike, but I'm accelerating, so I'm adding throttle, cruising through, and it hit me in the head. Knocked me the fuck out. So, yes, we're putting nitrous on this, and it's damn near already plumbed. It'll be great to deal with the, which also, it's gonna be faster than my H2, how it sits right now, not only because it's not mobile, but the reality of the situation is it's 100 pounds lighter, as I said, and this thing is not only geared to the moon with really tall gears, but this thing is just, it's vicious. It's a vicious motor. So this will be a great project for us, and it's gonna be great to do, and I'd love to share it with you guys as usual. But yeah, I got knocked the fuck out by this turkey. I got airlifted out, and after I got airlifted out, went to Denton Medical Center, and yeah, guys, it was really severe. I gashed my face open, a bunch of shit. I still look sexy as hell, but still, come on. I don't want to, my bread and butter, right? No, these are my bread and butter, and it really did fuck up my hands. And I'm no fucking stranger to hand injuries. I jerk off all the time, okay? Powerful shit. If it was a superpower, you can call me a Superman. But I'm telling you, this thing, it did take a lot out of me, but I was able to walk it back in the sense of continue my life going the direction that I wanted to, not the one that I felt forced to. And that lane was sitting my ass the fuck down. I wanted to keep riding, I wanted to do this, and I still want to attack the things that I love with tenacity and with passion. And so this took a lot out of me, as you guys know. I have family that has passed on motorcycles, and you might have a friend who's passed, or you might have family and other individuals. This was a really rough crash, and like I said, 120 into probably a 30-pound bird, 25, whatever the fuck these things weigh. And it was coming off on the end of winter, so the thing probably had a good amount of heft to it still. Not that winter is that critical around here, but it's significant. It happens. Y'all heard of that ice storm. Yeah, guys, it was really rough going through this accident, and it's the doors that I open, and I ride pretty aggressively, to say the least. But it wasn't me racing in like a heads-up race. It wasn't negligence. It was just not even gonna call it a freak accident. It was a scenario that I was presented with, and there wasn't many ways to get out of it at the speed that I was going. Yeah, guys, it knocked me the fuck out. And yeah, I've made a bounce back, whether it was work and everything else. It was tough to keep working. It was tough to keep doing a lot of these things. And down here I have some family, but I don't really stay in touch with that family, that side of my family down here. Fine people, right? No, you know how family is. So I was kind of left to my own devices after this accident, and it was tough. No pain medication, only anti-inflammatories, and the good old ganja. But I was able to walk away from it, and I know of a lot of people who didn't get to walk away. And it only opened the door for the Triple R. So, yeah, guys, it was a lot. It was a lot. And that's about all there is to really say about it. Got into a bad accident and hung it loose and kept going. So, yeah, guys, hope everybody's doing well. Like I said in previous posts, I haven't really been reaching out to anybody. I really rung my bell. I collapsed my lung. I cracked my sternum. Devastated tendons and ligaments in my hands. Miraculously didn't break any bones. Kind of like when you see those people on like old cops TV shows, where somebody will jump out of the vehicle while they're drunk and just roll down the highway. Or they'll get into an accident with another vehicle and they won't die because they're loose. But sadly enough, the people who were in the other vehicle or other passengers in their vehicle did not live. Being loosey-goosey is helpful, but it flexed and bent things the way they weren't supposed to. And Lord knows, when it comes to my lower back pain, due to deadlifting and everything else, I've dealt with pain after this. Yeah, I'm just happy I get the chance to bounce back. And shit, maybe the multiverse theory is real, so I'm on the infinite timelines of things. There's probably a fucking some universe that I did die when I hit. And yeah, I ended up getting wrapped up in a barbed wire, hitting T-posts. The whole left side of my body, guys, just been really going through it. My knee didn't get touched. What really got touched was my ankle, a little bit of my hip, and my shoulder and my neck, and my wrist as well. It just was a lot, and that's all I can say. I'll keep saying it. It's been crazy to bounce back and still achieve and do the things I wanted to do. You know, leave the things behind I wanted to leave. You know, when you have a better opportunity in life, you have different things, and you sometimes don't take the best option for yourself because you're comfortable because of this, because of that. I've tried to work my ass off and move my life into the places that I wanted and not made excuses about it. Couldn't be a fucking victim for Halloween if I wanted to. and that's just the way it is. I want to touch base with you guys. I want to talk to you because, yeah, I don't really care about the internet, guys. Like, I'm real life, and that's the most internet thing you can fucking say. Kind of corny, cliche. All I'll say is badasses don't have to say they're fucking badass. Father taught me that. So when it comes to situations that I've been confronted with, it's not that I don't want to share it with you. I just don't have the compulsion. I don't have the real want to share things and provide you guys with something where I'm either unhappy in life or I'm going through something and I don't want to put that energy out, and I don't want to just fake a face of confidence and happiness. When I'm making these videos, you can guarantee this is a happy moment in my life, like right now. And it's unfortunate, the topic, but also it's not. I've gotten to learn, and I've had some horrible, tragic stuff happen to me in my life, whether it was losing my brother, losing my father recently. Those things gave me a choice in life. They gave me a choice if I wanted to actually better myself from these events that have happened, or use them as an excuse, and or let them get in the way of what I wanted to achieve. And I don't like doing that. I hate doing that. Is that what's his name? Mozzie line is retaliation helps me sleep at night. And the reason that resonates with me in this scenario is because getting back after it and getting it, not just sitting there and taking it. Even whether it's people whether it's haters, whether it's fucking just shitty people, and whether it's bad situations all around, I want to know that I had the tenacity to keep going, and I didn't make an excuse. And I didn't get busy on my ass. I kept pushing, and it was really tough to get myself around. It's been a lot when I rung my bell so hard that I probably have CTE. I'll try not to smoke anybody. But this is what I love doing. And I love doing it for so many reasons. It's not an accident. I have the Isle of Man TT put on this H2 over here. I ride bikes because I have a connection to them. And it took me a while to understand myself and what my fascination was with this visceral, endorphin releasing thing. And I thought it was foolhardy at points in my life. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? What are you doing, Thor? Like, why are you doing this? But I have a love for this. I try to do it as safely as possible, and if it wasn't for my gear, it would have taken a lot more from me. But not only is there a method to the madness, but I don't expect everybody to understand my decisions, and they're maybe not for them to understand. And everybody that you're talking to in your life, currently, right now, is going through their own story, going through their own experiences. Different people learn things at different times in their life, and also some people are slower learners, let's just say. And some people never change at all. And that was hard for me to acknowledge when I was younger. The fact that some people never get theirs, guys. Whether we're talking about corporate America, Hitler, sure, yeah. He got his in the end, he shot himself. But a lot of people I know with a lot of crimes that have been committed, death is not enough for them to feel satisfaction. And I understand that, but I'm not a believer in capital punishment, shall we say, and vigilantism. But yeah, life isn't fair, and a lot of people you believe shouldn't have the opportunities or shouldn't have a good life and be okay after some things they've maybe done to you. They don't get theirs, and that's just life. Karma is real. I think things that you put out, things come back. But the acknowledgement that that's not for you to decide when and how. And some people say give it to God. I'm agnostic, not really traditionally religious, baptized and raised Catholic and Christian. Down here, the denominations are like separate fucking things. Like you better not group them all together. They very much appreciate their differences they have. But for me, I had Catholic and Christian in the same family. Baptized actually again when I was 13. And now I'm just bathing in fire. No, I burn. Time is the inferno in which we all burn. And I think a lot of people jump to conclusions about decisions, as I was saying, about other things that other people are doing. And why is this way? And why is this that way? Why do they have such a nice house? Why do they have such a nice car? Why do they have all these things? And that's great to speculate on for maybe a moment. But the fact of the matter is you have a lot of incomplete and hollow people here that don't feel satisfied with themselves, their life, and the choices they've made to put them where they are today. And a lot of people aren't willing to do the things that they have to do to change. You can't blame it all on everyone else. And taking responsibility for the things that I've done and the things that I involve myself with is something that I'm proud to say is part of being a man for me. When I was a boy, when I was a child, I did childish things. When I was a man, I put childish things away. I don't have anything to prove. And I've felt in my life where I had something to prove, and I did. I had something to prove that I could be successful, that I could go and do what I wanted to do with the resources I have. And I was able to do a lot of it. But all of this isn't worth doing if you're doing it alone. But in the same breath, when I was geriatric after my goddamn accident, I told the partner I was with back in the day, you don't wanna be around what I'm gonna do. Whether I'm gored or I'm mangled or I'm just disabled. Sometimes you see a guy who was in an accident and you go up to him and poke him on the back. Hey, it's so-and-so, what's going on, man? And it's like, I'm different now. And that's not me picking on the disabled. That's the reality of what happens to the cognitive decline after severe head injuries and maybe drugs and other things. I've done enough things for a lot of lifetimes. Let's just say that, guys. And I've enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed my time, and I wouldn't change it, mainly because I couldn't, so I gotta accept it. But I try to make the most and the best out of these situations that happen to me. And it sure as fuck isn't easy, and it's not straightforward, and everybody has a different path and a different, everybody's relationship with their life looks different. And whether you want to call life God or your higher power, it's not two people learning the same thing are going through a lot different things to get the result of that experience and that education on a situation. Situation being any. And for me, I've learned a lot of things that a lot of my peers haven't. There's a reason a lot of my friends are older. Like, literally. Like, there's a reason me and your mom have been dating for so long. No, I'm just playing. But genuinely, whether you want to call, my kindred soul, sure. I've seen a lot of shit that a lot of other people haven't seen. So you could say, that could be looked at as crazy sometimes, as you guys know. Seeing things that other people aren't seeing is genuinely crazy, right? Part of the definition. And insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I do what I want in the sense of I've made decisions in my life to be able to have a certain amount of independence, and I didn't want my partners and people having to look after me when I become geriatric and I become messed up. I want them to be able to live their life and have a partner who's willing to sacrifice certain things. I'm just not ready to give this up. I'm not ready to give up a lot, and I got a hell of a lot of fight inside of me. So you're gonna continue to see some of that occasionally. Maybe not as much, but you're gonna see some of that. And for me, pursuing my passion and doing this thing that I fucking love, I love it. Guys, I love this. What did the Wayne say? Life's a bitch, but you don't know her? Yeah, man. Everybody's life is so uniquely ununique. It's very similar. A lot of the things that we go through, we'd like to think that it's just us, or only I understand. And I know a lot of men say about when it comes to people pushing their perspective on a situation. I know a lot of men who rather fist fight a guy who they know might whoop his ass than actually talk about their emotions and confront those emotions in an authentic and honest way. And for me, it's been just figuring out what I really want to do, and not only doing what I want to do, but taking a step back from a lot of things to just figure out who I really am now. Who have I become? What have I become after all I've been through? And what man am I gonna wake up in the morning and choose to be? And what stories am I gonna tell myself to keep my sense of identity and individuality? What are you gonna tell yourself for? What do you believe about yourself? And is it true? Or is it what you'd like you to be? And you think you're on your way. Well, if you're on your way, you're not there, guys. And a lot of us aren't there when it comes to becoming the people we want to be, whether it's women, men, children, whatever. We're all going through development. Appreciate you taking the time to listen. But I could speak like this for hours. Maybe I'll do a podcast someday if I actually get some proper fucking exposure. But I really want you guys to know that I'm okay. But I'm just not going to be posting as much because, like I said, I like to share things that I want to share. And right now, I've already let you guys in. For the followers that have been here for whatever, 2 years. I started my Instagram really late in life. Because I'm real life, motherfucker. I'm on the streets. Nah, but that ass, I was genuinely doing things, making a name and doing my shit in real life than texting motherfuckers and hanging out on the internet. I was real life, and that's what I mean. It sounds corny, but it is what it is, guys. I didn't get to choose it. The streets chose me. No, I ain't the street. I ain't the street. This is what it is. I want to show you guys when I want to show you guys, and I definitely don't feel as much. And I want to not just look successful. I want to be successful. I want to do things that are my goals, dreams, aspirations, and get them achieved. Nigga, never ignorant, getting goals achieved. And I'm that nigga, man. I'm definitely gonna be focusing a lot on myself right now. That's what I usually say to women when I need to break up with them, right? I'm gonna be selfish right now. But no, guys, I'll share when I feel like there's something worth looking at and something that I want to share. But I'm really enjoying my privacy, and I'm enjoying recuperating and continuing to grow the Thor that I want to be. And to be honest, guys, with YouTube and all the other avenues and the development of just entertainment in general, and the way we're all connected with different devices and applications on them, software, it's, oh shit, that's what I get for smoking too much. Oh, we're connected, this, that, and the other, Come on, Thor, you handsome fuck, what were you gonna say? Showing things that I wanted to show people at my own pace, recovering, becoming the man I want to be. Well, while I'm watching this, I'll probably end up remembering what I wanted to say. But yeah, I want to continue to take some more time for myself, and yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Whether it's whether it's my exes, whether it's people who have wronged me in the past, any of that stuff. You don't owe me anything, I don't owe you anything, and I appreciate the time that we've gotten to spend.